Hi guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you today? I hope all of you in good condition. So let me introduce myself. My name is Ratul Makuna, name T 2018-6105. So today I would like to explain you about what qualitative research is and how many types of qualitative research. So, qualitative research is defined as research that discuss business objective through technique that allow researchers to provide detailed interpretation of market phenomena without depending on numerical measurement. Focus is on finding true inner meaning and new insight. So, qualitative researchers seek to understand a phenomenon by focusing on the total picture rather than breaking it down into variables. The goal is a holistic picture and depth of understanding rather than a numeric analysis of data. For example, social scientists have long observed that differences in educational background alone do not seem to account for the difficulties black students encounter in a predominantly white university. Researchers could explore question: how do black students perceive their academic experiences in white university? Using qualitative methodology, researchers will focus on a few black students and study them in great detail through observation in depth interviews. Because qualitative research is used for business research, education, or government organization models, so now I will tell you about the 7 types of qualitative research. So, number 1 is case study model. The case study model provides an in-depth look at one test subject. A case study focuses on a single unit to produce an in-depth description that is rich and holistic. The subject can be a person or family, business or organization, or a town or city. Data is collected from various searches and compiled using the details to create a bigger conclusion. An example of a case study is studying psychological problems such as the development of a child raised by a single parent, effects on children who have been isolated, abused, and neglected until 12 years of age. Number 2 is content or document analysis. Content or document analysis is a research method applied to written or visual materials for the purpose of identifying characteristics of the material. The material that analyzed can be a textbook or newspaper or magazine or web page or speeches or television programs, advertisement, musical composition, or any of a host of other types, any document. Content analysis is widely used in education. There are some following of the purpose of content analysis in educational research. An example is the first: if you want to identify bias or prejudice or propaganda in textbooks. So for this example is a researchers might analyze a high school history text in a particular school district to determine how often women are mentioned and how much discussion is given in each mention. If you want to analyze types of errors in a student's writing, so for this example is you could look at students written to a classify spelling or grammatical error and their nature and frequency. Number 3, if you want to describe prevailing practice, so for this example is you could identify the entrance requirement of Big Ten University by analyzing their bulletins. So the next types of qualitative research is ethnography model. The ethnography model is one of the most popular and widely recognized method of qualitative research. It immerses subject in a culture that is unfamiliar to them. The goal is to learn and describe the culture's characteristics much the same way anthropologists observe the cultural challenge and motivation that drive a group. This method often immerses the researchers as subject of extended period of the time. Number 4 is grounded theory method. The grounded theory method tries to explain why a course of action evolved the way it did. Grounded theory look at large subject numbers. Theoretical models are developed based on existing data in existing modes of genetic, biological, or physiological science. Number 5 is historical model. The historical model of qualitative research describes past events in order to understand present pattern and anticipate future choice. This model answers questions based on hypothetical idea and then use researchers to test the idea for any potential deviation. Number 6 is narrative model. The narrative model occurs over extended periods of time and compiles information as it happens. Like a story narrative, it takes subject at a starting point and reviews situation as obstacles or opportunities occur. Although the final narrative doesn't always remain in chronological order. And the last is phenomenological method. This method utilizes interviews, observation, and surveys to gather information from subject. Phenomenology is highly concerned with how participants feel about things during the event or activity. But although we have chosen to focus on just some of types of qualitative research, there are several other types of qualitative research that you should be aware of. The first is portraiture, the second is critical research, the last is semiotics and discourse analysis. So that's all for me. I hope you will understand what I explain you about qualitative research and the types of qualitative research. So thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.